You ever feel like you're just pushing a boulder uphill? You're doing all the work, you're putting in the hours, but the big wins, they just seem to stay out of reach. Well, what if it's not bad luck? What if it's not a lack of talent? What if it's a single, predictable pattern that once you finally see it, you can actually work with? Okay, let's get right into it. Yeah, this feeling right here, this is where it all starts. It's that deep frustration when your effort and your outcomes just don't line up. But here's the good news. According to Vedic astrology, this isn't random. Nope, there's a reason for it. And it's something you can actually identify. So we're talking about what's called a blocker planet. But hang on, I want you to immediately just toss out any idea of this being some kind of cosmic curse. That's not what this is, not at all. I want you to think of it less like an enemy and way more like your own personal curriculum. It's like a targeted training program designed to teach you the one lesson you absolutely need to learn for your next level of success. So what is it exactly? Well, your blocker planet is that specific energy that creates consistent, predictable friction in your life. It's why you might keep hitting the same darn wall in your career or repeating the same pattern with money. But see, the goal isn't to fight this force. It's to understand the lesson it's trying to teach you so you can finally work with it and get that forward momentum back. All right, now this is where it gets personal. This is where we move from theory into practice. We're going to do a quick little diagnostic to help you pinpoint which of these planetary energies might be acting as your personal speed limiter. And don't worry, no complex charts are needed for this part, I promise. Just a little bit of honest self-reflection. So I want you to really think about that friction we were just talking about, that recurring theme, that thing that just keeps happening. As we go to the next slide, I want you to see which one of these descriptions feels the most familiar, the one that makes you just kind of go, oof, yeah, that's me. Okay, have a look. This is where you might find your pattern. Does I do the work, but doors open late just hit you right in the gut? That's the signature of Saturn, and it's asking for more structure. Or maybe it's I chase excitement, not mastery. That's Rahu's whole deal, and it's begging for focus. How about I keep planning, never shipping? Oh yeah, classic Mercury, which really needs action. If you're choosing vibes over standards, well, that's Venus asking for higher standards. And if your mood decides your output, the moon is calling for some emotional discipline. Just find the one that hits closest to home. That's your key. All right, so once you have an idea of your potential blocker, what's next? I mean, it's one thing to name the problem, but we're here for the solution, right? Each of these planets has a specific want, a need. And if you can give it what it wants, that friction starts to ease up. So let's break down a few of the most common ones. Let's start with Saturn. If you felt that doors open late pattern, you're dealing with the gatekeeper. Now, Saturn isn't trying to stop you. It's just testing you. It wants to see real commitment, solid structure, and proof, actual proof that you've done the work over time. It rewards substance, not shortcuts. So how do you satisfy Saturn? You give it what it loves, structure. It's that simple. Commit to a minimum number of weekly reps on your most important thing. Set real deadlines and actually stick to them. Find a mentor who embodies the mastery you're aiming for. And this is a big one. Track your progress. Literally create a document of evidence that proves you're putting in the work. And this right here, this is the core lesson. When you're dealing with Saturn, you have to remember this mantra. Trying to rush things will only create more delays. But that consistent, deliberate, smooth effort, that is what ultimately gets you there faster. Okay, next up, a totally different energy. If you identified with chasing excitement, not mastery, then you're likely working with Rahu. You can think of Rahu as the addict of next. The next shiny object, the next trend, the next status symbol. It creates these huge spikes of energy followed by these massive crashes, all because it lacks depth. The fix for Rahu is all about focus and constraint. So instead of chasing 10 different things, pick one. Just one single metric to focus on for a whole quarter. Try a dopamine diet by limiting social media to quiet all that noise. And establish clear, non-negotiable boundaries, both for your projects and with people, to stop that chaotic energy from just taking over everything. This is the antidote. This is the mantra. Whenever you feel that pull to chase something new and exciting, just repeat this to yourself. The real rewards, the success that actually lasts, it comes from going deep, not wide. So what if you're the one who's always planning but never, ever shipping? Well, welcome to Mercury, the analyst. You see, Mercury's gift is intelligence and detail, but its trap is analysis paralysis. It wants perfect clarity before taking action, which, let's be honest, often means action never happens at all. The way out of this trap isn't more thinking. It's action. Start using timed single-task sprints, like 25 or 50 minutes, to force yourself to just do the thing. And you have to embrace the idea of shipping the ugly first version. Just get it out there. You can always refine it later. Then, do a weekly review to get clarity from what you've actually done, not just what you've thought about doing. Oh, this is such a powerful reframe for anyone who gets stuck in their own head. You don't get clarity and then act. No, you act. And that action is what brings the clarity you were looking for all along. Done clarifies. It's a game changer. So, you've identified a pattern. You've seen the prescription. Now what? Now we make this real. Because let's be honest, the most powerful insights in the world are useless without action. So here is a simple plan you can start literally as soon as this is over. Let's walk through this real quick. 1, name your blocker. Just pick one from that list we looked at. 2, write down one single constraint that directly fights its energy. So if you're Rahu, it's one project at a time. If you're Mercury, maybe it's ship by Friday no matter what. 3, design a simple ritual that feeds the positive side of that planet. 4, schedule it. I'm serious. Put 3 sessions in your calendar every week for the next 4 weeks. And 5, review on Fridays. Look at the evidence. What worked? What did you learn? That's it. It's that simple.
And I really want to leave you with this final thought. Whatever that friction is that you're feeling, it is not a sign that you're doomed to fail. It is not a wall. You need to see it for what it truly is, a perfectly designed weight in life's gym put there to help you build the exact strength, the specific muscle that you're going to need to succeed at the next level. So the only question left is, are you ready to start the workout?